Welcome to Inside the 18 on MSNSportsNet.com, your inside look at Mountaineer men's and women's soccer. In college sports, particularly in soccer, there can be a lot of variables, weather, opponent, but one thing that's been a constant for West Virginia men's soccer has been great performances from center back Eric Shanley.
Being consistent is always what I, really pride myself on. Obviously you're going to have your ups and downs during the season. No one plays a perfect season. No one plays every play exactly what they want to do. And I think that if I do have a bad game, that I think, just bouncing back the next week in training and, getting back after it and, making sure I keep working on my skills, keep working on my leadership is key. Coach really gets on me to lead and to organize and do all that, and I think that helps me a lot.
It's a job that Eric's been asked to do since he was a freshman. Step up and be a leader.
Someone had to step in and be the leader on the back line, and he didn't really put that on me, but I just assumed the role, and just brought what I already knew and what I had learned, and now I'm captain.
One of Shanley's greatest attributes is his ability to win balls in the air, essential for a center back.
I think it attributes to a lot to just reading where the ball goes and, the height and, where I think that it's going to end up. And then, a lot of it comes down to timing, I think. Obviously being tall helps. But, I think that if I win the ball and win it at my highest point, then I can pretty much win the ball anytime.
Case in point, Shanley's beautiful second half goal against then number 1 UConn.
That ball he played in was perfect. I made a little run and he hit me basically right in stride. So, all I had to do was jump up, and I was fortunate to, keep it down, keep it on frame, and it went in past the goalie. And, pretty much all the credit goes to him and Travis. They set me up perfectly.
Eric's performance at West Virginia has not gone unnoticed. He's being touted as a pro prospect. It's an honor for sure, but first things first.
To be mentioned with, some of the best players in the country right now is an absolute honor, and something that I will, look at when the season's over, when we're all done with this. And but for right now, and we've got a Big East tournament to look forward to and a big game on Sunday at home.
While the women's team is already in postseason play, the men wrapped up the regular season last week. Let's take a look at the results and highlights.
Following a 2-0 win at Seton Hall, West Virginia finished up the regular season on the road to take on Notre Dame. WVU was a bit short-handed, but that made no difference as the Mountaineers went ahead here in the first half as Nick Claudio takes care of things in front of the net after a corner kick. West Virginia continued to press and was rewarded with an insurance goal as Andy Bevan's shot is deflected into the net by a Notre Dame defender. The Mountaineer defense and keeper Pat Evanson were credited with the shutout in the 2-0 win. The victory secured a number 2 seed in the Blue Division and a first-round bye in the 2011 Big East Championship. WVU will host a quarterfinal match against an opponent to be determined on Sunday, November 6th at Dick DeLuss Soccer Stadium at 3:30. If there was any question on whether West Virginia's women's soccer team was ready for postseason play, the Mountaineers answered that question resoundingly on Sunday with a runaway victory over Seton Hall. WVU wasted no time getting on the board in the 9th minute as Francis Silva's cross gets flicked to Bree Rodriguez, who puts it in the back of the net from the top of the box. The Mountaineers made it 2-0 in the 22nd minute as Blake Miller cleans things up as Seton Hall tried to clear the ball out of its own box. That score remained until a late West Virginia flurry in the second half, started by Caroline Zved putting this one away to make it 3-0. The Mountaineers then scored a pair of goals in less than a minute to cap the scoring, the first coming off a give and go with Katie Lenz to Emily Dillon. And then just 45 seconds later, Lenz finishes this perfect cross from the foot of Bree McCarthy to give West Virginia the 5-0 victory. West Virginia now advances to take on Georgetown in the Big East semifinals on Friday. The Big East semifinals and finals will be played at Dick DeLuss Soccer Stadium this weekend. Check out MSNSportsNet.com for times and ticket information.
Thanks for watching this edition of Inside the 18. I'm Adam Zundel. We'll see you right back here next Tuesday.